We only had 3 years and we don't watch it a lot. And it just went out. I just put it up to
Frank down there. She didn't say. She said that he was coming down next Saturday. She's on vacation. Right, sweet. So she said that he was coming down next Saturday. Because she hadn't seen him for so long, she was all excited. Now I think
Whee!
now you have to put it on. I have to save this to put it back in. I was thrown out. Dad's videoing us, Mom. Oh dear. Hi, Dad. Don't look in my freezer.
Why not? I'm gonna look in
All
your
frozen
I'm gonna
pizza.
look in your freezer.
Well, just fill it halfway. Do you want some warm, dear?
No, I want iced tea.
I'm gonna put it out on the table for you, Dad.
Is that your bougainvillea out there blooming away?
No, that died.
That died? Oh.
Dead.
I have good insurance now, but I don't think it would cover me. But now wait a minute, they told me when he was in St.
Wow.
Where are we?
We're up in Sturbridge, Massachusetts. Sure did rain yesterday, but today it's beautiful. Sun's out. Gonna go over and see old Sturbridge Village. Recommend this highly, Jimmy and Ellen. You'd love it up here. Beautiful lodge on a little open green. All these separate buildings are really pretty. And after Sturbridge, we're going to...
What you got?
After Sturbridge, we're going to go up to Deerfield. I think we're going to sleep in a Super 8 tonight. Should be nice. Black side of it. Can you see that? Curtains are nice.
Mm-hmm.
the front
Mhm.
door.
We'll walk up and talk to that lady there.
Yeah.
Beautiful flowers. We have a young lady who plants all of our outside gardens on this side of the visitor center. And each year she has a different color combination and plants them. And they are just glorious. And she keeps them so beautiful. Especially this year when we do have, as you can probably see if you're around here, we do have walkers for these lawns here. Once you go through the gate,
Lovely new building too, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Are you-
Okay.
There's your garden, Dad. Out there hoeing. How would you like to do that big expanse with no rototiller? Looks like the corn about had it.
who I'm with now, forgot. It was a whole cart of it. It was a
Town meeting house?
Quaker.
Quaker meeting
Friends.
house?
Yeah. Beautiful. Those, the gravestones look real. Look at the moons out. That's the school tree.
Thus, the exact moment of this construction, what is between that time. We're dealing with history, we always have to be exact, but I'm giving you tolerances of 3 years here. Canyon, New Hampshire is beyond New Manchester. It's about 9 miles above this. And it was brought on these premises in the village here in 1950. This is a very unusual identity of this building, is that there are very, very few of them that were built in this procedure where you have a 20-degree angle going up to the rear of the room. Most of them are very, very flat. And you have all these, the thing that really stands out is that you're standing on a pedestal higher than the rest of the class, but most of them, this is exactly the way it would have been, very, very flat. You would have between 45 and 55 students in this class. I don't want to use that word class because there's no class and there's no grades in this room. That's what you're having. I want you to bear with me when I tell you this, because this what always strikes me more than anything else is that in this particular room, this particular district, I'm talking district schoolhouse, is that you have people from the ages of 4 years old to 17. All together. They got 45 to 55 of them. Right away, this has come. To me, that's very mind-boggling, because in order to really study or anything, to learn anything, you're doing it primarily through memorization and rote, because no one is studying the same subject at the same time. That's what we're doing. And what you're trying to do more than anything else is to try to keep a certain amount of decorum in the room. Decorum. Order. That's what you're trying to do. So here it is. You've got this visualized now. You've got kids between the age of 4 to 17 years of age. They're segregated. Boys on one side, girls on another side. And they're probably sitting 3 per bench. 3 per bench. Schools are paid for by the towns, and you would have a school between half a mile or 3/4 of a mile from one another. Wherever there's 55 families, one district school would have been established. So this whole idea that your ancestors from this area, especially if you're going to family reunions where they tell you, I had to walk to snowdrifts and I had to walk in the heat of 4 or 5 miles. That's not so. Not around here, it isn't. In the Midwest, probably, yes. Here, you have a school that's walking distance from where you are living. That's very much what it is. And there's no excuses for not coming to school either. You've got the planting season and you have the harvesting season. You're not going to school in that period of time. Mid-December, mid-March, mid-May, mid-August, school is in session. School is in session. 9 o'clock in the morning to 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I don't keep anybody after class. Because I'm not paid enough for that. Really, I'm not. But the lady that's teaching here is getting less than I am. And she's probably even superior than I am, but that's the scales of wages were very much the same. Not the same as they are today, but in this particular segment in time. A man is making $18 per month, plus room, plus board. A female, listen to this, this is very detrimental to your gender. They're making $6 per month, plus room and plus board. Room and board is negotiated by the school committee. They're the ones that bid on this. And most of the time, the lowest numbers that they can get is what they will buy for your comfort. I'm not embellishing a very, very nice picture of the school example of this time, but that's very much what it was. When you're a school teacher or you're a school madam, you're considered probably at the bottom of the rung when it came to making monies. That's very much what it was. Horace Mann in 1830 really wanted to change all this. He became the educational secretary of the state of Massachusetts. He had another individual by the name of Barnard in Connecticut that was very prominent to change in the school system, making it so that you would have, never mind just decorum per classroom, have a certain kind of order that you're teaching people from different ages, subjects that they should be all teaching at the very same time. That school attendance would be recorded. That ventilation would be better than this is. And most of the schools would have been made out of brick, so it wouldn't be so hot in the summertime. He tried very hard to do this. But it's like everything else. When it comes to education, you can talk a lot about it. We're going to improve this and we're going to do this. And primarily, it's your main interest because these are your offspring. They're the ones that are going to be running this county or this country or whatever purpose that they have in mind. But if your kids are already out of school, they're not really that concerned anymore. In reality, they're not that concerned anymore. Your kids have been through school. Let somebody else take care of that problem. Any questions that you want to ask me pertaining to the system, I would be delighted to answer them to the best of my ability.
Was there any holidays in during the school year that
No, sir.
they had to go every day, 5 days a week?
5 days a week, and oftentimes they went on Saturdays. They had a minister that would teach them the congregational religions at that particular time. There were many, many congregationalists in this area. And they would go to school for 3 hours on a Saturday. I'm going to ask a very, very point question here. A lot of people are under the impression that we created these schools for the sake of educating people, just for the sake of it. Why did we create an education system in this particular segment of the country in New England here? Would anybody be able to answer this to me?
Was it religious?
Right. So that the members of the family will be able to read the Bible. That was the reason. That was the reason. We're very, very religious in this area. We're puritanic in our ways of thinking, but basically we're Orthodox Congregationalists. That's what we are. We've gone away from the Calvinist religion, son, because they were too demanding us. There was no salvation unless the law that made it so decreed it that you were going to be salvaged. So people with that interest, they said, there's no reason for this. I mean, I'm already been judged upon. So congregationalist schemes into effect. So this is very much what we were doing. Teaching the youngsters to read so they can read the Bible. That's what we're doing. Now, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 segments that you're doing, that you're dealing with when you're bringing these kids in here. First thing first is that you don't have to stay here, you know. I mean, if anyone wants to be my guest, I'm not going to punish anyone if you be married. You just go. Because it's true. So, I mean, what I'm doing there, if you're 4 years old, you're coming in and you've already bought a speller to your offspring. A speller, and in that speller, there's a little reading material that he would be learning, 4 years of age. And then after that, he's getting a geography book. Afterwards, you're starting to learn how to write on a slate. Very, very important. On a slate. There's no blackboards there, all slate. All of the above mentions you had bought for your offsprings. Slate pencil as well. And then you had bought a history book. Then by the age of about 11, you are starting to learn arithmetic. Then later on, you're starting to learn how to read, how to write with a quilt. These are all responsible, you're responsible for all this. And if you come from a rather affluent family, they probably would have bought you an American history book or a European history book. That's how it was done.
The district didn't give out books then. You had to buy your own.
That's right, man. You did. It's only after
afford-
1830 that they became free. Before that, you had to buy this. That's just your responsibility. And most of the time at the general store, it would have been accessible to you. So here we are.
With the wages that people were making, this school was very expensive.
That's the schoolhouse we just left.
We'll be burning Friday and Saturday. Sunday and Monday were cool, maybe by Tuesday unbrick the door. Get out the house.
Now this is a great clay that comes out of the ground, right outside the door. You see the road all the way there.
Yeah. Yeah, they did down here at our.
Isn't that sweet? Look at the apple orchard. That's pretty. Oh.
The young lady at the top, I'm talking about practical. Will work mittens, they're mittens that I've knit, and now I'm going back and embroidering all over the face of the mitten for added warmth as well as for decoration.
What stitch do you use?
It's just a loop, and I'm using a doubled 2-ply yarn.
And
Just
then you
leave it a
loop
little
it, and then
loop.
you have to do it again.
You just loop it, and you just leave it.
And you don't tie it down or...
They're just so close together that they really don't move. It's pretty amazing. And they wear very, very well. This pair that I have, this pair's about 10, 11 years old now.
Look at the hay all packed in the barn. Isn't that beautiful? Looks like they need some new boards over there on the bottom of that. There's a little chipmunk.
Where?
The chickens. See? Oh, they do move.
It says, runaway apprentice in company of large brindle dog, reward for return of apprentice 2 cents. The very next ad was large brindle dog, last seen in company of boy described above, reward $2. Bring back the dog, I don't want the kid.
Right.
What orchard?
Huh?
Yeah, this one?
The orchard and the fields, and so pretty. The barnyard.
Well, the transportation system is improving, certainly. That's what sort of, ushers in the industrial revolution, is good transportation, or improved transportation. You can't move it around cheaply, it's hard to justify essentially making something.
When did the railroad reach Sturbridge?
I don't think the railroad ever.
No, never quite.
Pond that feeds the grist mill, the carding mill, and the sawmill.
It's a carding mill. That's the grist mill. The sawmill is over here.
That's the grist mill.
It's just an up and down saw, see it?
Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. Is that too bright on there?
One right there, yeah. The sawmill.